In the shadowy corners of society, where law and order blur into a murky gray, a game emerges. This game is not a matter of life and death, but of numbers and cards. It's called Gangster Bingo. But what is this clandestine pastime, and how did it evolve from a harmless parlor game into a high-stakes underworld phenomenon? Our tale begins in the early 20th century, when bingo first gained popularity in America. It was an innocent, family-friendly game that everyone from the young to the old could enjoy. But like all good things, it didn't take long for the darker elements of society to put their own twist on it. In the Roaring Twenties, during the era of prohibition and speakeasies, the first instances of gangster bingo emerged. Underground clubs, hidden from the prying eyes of the law, began hosting illicit bingo games. The stakes were high, and the winners didn't just walk away with a small prize. They left with pockets full of cash, a dangerous allure in those desperate times. As the decades rolled on, so did the evolution of gangster bingo. The 50s saw the introduction of protection rackets around these illicit bingo games. Gangsters would offer their protection services to the bingo operators, ensuring no other gang would interfere with the game. For a price, of course. In the 70s, gangster bingo took a darker turn. The games became more violent, with enforcers ensuring losers paid their debts and winners didn't cheat. It was during this time that the infamous bingo bloodbath of the '77 occurred, where a dispute over a game led to a violent shootout, forever staining the history of gangster bingo. The '90s brought a calmer era for gangster bingo. Law enforcement began cracking down on these games, and many of the most notorious bingo halls were shut down. But as we've seen time and time again, you can't keep a good game down. Today, gangster bingo thrives in the digital age. Online platforms provide a new, anonymous field for these high-stakes games. But don't be fooled. The stakes are as high as ever, and the players are every bit as ruthless. To summarize, the history of gangster bingo is a fascinating journey through the darker side of society. It started as a simple game, morphed into a high-stakes underground phenomenon during the Prohibition era, became the center of protection rackets in the 50s, was marred by violence in the 70s, faced crackdowns in the 90s, and has now found a new home in the digital age. The story of gangster bingo is a testament to the enduring allure of this simple game, and a stark reminder of the lengths some will go to in the pursuit of victory. It's a world of numbers and cards, where the stakes are high and the players are ruthless. This is Gangster Bingo, a game where the line between victor and victim is as thin as a bingo card.